welcome new listeners to the Reese on the Regular podcast. I still can't believe I'm doing this, and it's so exciting. First, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone. I've received an overwhelming amount of love and support ever since releasing my first episode. It's just been exciting to see who's tuned in and just kind of where it's come along. I just want to thank everyone before I start. I'm just really excited to continue to grow the podcast. Today, I'm going to be talking about goal setting. I think back to about 2 months ago. I always love to set goals for myself. I think they're super important. I was writing down my goals, and something I wrote down was that I really wanted to start a podcast. Look at where we are now. I think it's so important to write your goals down. Today, I wanted to write down some goals with you guys. This is going to be more of an interactive exercise. I definitely suggest listening to this episode, somewhere more low key versus maybe in the car or something. Really, goal setting is so important because it's actually what gets you to stay motivated. A lot of people feel unmotivated, and that's because they don't have something that they're working after, working towards. Having a specific goal to go after is what really gets you motivated to start making some changes in your life. Really, the most difficult thing about goal setting is sticking to those goals. I'm sure a lot of us know it's very common to set goals for yourself and kind of just fall off the map with them. You kind of just feel guilty about it, which is the worst part. With this exercise today, I think that this is something that finally helped me to stick to my goals, because I used to write down goals all the time. It was in a paper and a notebook that I would kind of just forget about and move on. I really think that this exercise helps you to stay committed to those goals. I want you guys to take a second and pause the episode if you don't have a pen and paper nearby or anything to write down on. You could do this on a laptop if you want to. Definitely go ahead and grab something, and I'm going to grab my notebook here. So once you've grabbed that pen and paper or something to write things down on, we're going to start by dividing this into 7 categories of life. Just make some categories or sections on your paper. I'm going to read off the 7 categories for you guys to write down. The first one is going to be health. Second is relationships. Then personal. Then religion. Professional. Finances. And finally, fun, the most important one on there. Make sure to write down all those 7 and just leave some room to write, some things underneath those. I want you guys to rate each of these categories on a scale of 1 to 10. So I'm going to go through each of them for you and kind of explain a little bit more in depth the categories, what they mean. Under that health category, rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, considering, do you get enough sleep at night? Are you intaking enough water on a daily basis? Are you moving your body on a daily basis? How do you see yourself health-wise? That doesn't just mean eating your greens, but really consider all those other factors of just getting enough sleep, water, rest for yourself, and really just moving your body. Next, we're going to do relationships. What are your relationships looking like in your life? Is there room for improvement with those? Consider your friends, your family, even your loved ones. Rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 of just how you see your relationships overall. Next, we're going to talk about personal. So personal meaning, what are you doing for yourself on a daily basis? Are you taking time out of your day to read or meditate, maybe journal? Are you waking up right in the morning and going straight on your phone? Or do you take those first 30 minutes of the day to just enjoy what's right in front of you? Rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, how you are personally. The next category is going to be religion. This doesn't matter, what religion you follow, but overall just your beliefs. Are your beliefs as strong as you'd like them to be? How often are you praying, going to church? How would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 of just how you're following your beliefs and how strong they are? The 5th category, professional. This is along the lines of just the confidence in your future. Is there anything that is holding you back from your goals and achieving them? Or are you really feeling confident in where your future is heading? Do you have a career path in mind? What are you doing for yourself at school to achieve those goals and get closer to the career that you see yourself in? Or are you really struggling to figure that out? On a scale of 1 to 10, where do you see yourself there? Next is going to be finances. Are you good about saving, or are you heading to Chick-fil-A every single day? How are you spending your money? Are you spending it in a healthy way, or are you solely spending your money just on, retail therapy and things like that? It's always good to have a few days, but really, are you saving up for anything big? And how is that, looking for you? How do you see yourself with your finances? And then that final category is fun. Are you leaving enough time for fun in your life? Are you doing the things that really make you happy, or is much of your time consumed with, getting things done aside from the fun things in life? Are you crossing off more things on your to-do list, or are you crossing off more things on your bucket list? Do you feel like there is a happy mix of the two? Finally, rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 for fun. Now that we've rated ourselves in all 7 categories, we are going to set some goals. If you rated yourself anywhere between a 1 through 5, I want you to set 2 goals for yourself. Anywhere from a 6 and a 7, you're going to set 1 goal. And if you rated yourself between an 8 and a 10, just be proud of yourself. You're doing good in that category, and we really just want to focus on those lower numbers for now. Let's start back up at health. See where you rated yourself there and set goals if needed. The most important part about this is setting specific goals. For example, in health, if you rated yourself a 1 because you don't drink enough water, don't make your goal to drink more water. Make your goal to drink 64 ounces of water a day, or drink 3 of your favorite water bottles or tumbler bottles of water a day. You want it to be really specific. This exercise has really taught me the importance of setting specific goals, because when you set goals that are very broad, it's really hard to actually go after them and commit to them. Where I could say drink more water a day, maybe I'll take a few more sips, but if you're setting that specific goal of 64 ounces, you're really committed to going after that. Take a moment and pause the episode if you need to. And if you rated yourself again between 1 and 5, set 2 goals for yourself. If you rated yourself 6 to 7, set 1 specific goal. Now that you have set a goal for yourself on health, I just want you to go through the rest of them and do the same exact thing. For relationships, what goals can you set? Maybe spending more time with family to make that more specific, going out with your family once a week, or sending a text message to your mom or something like that once a day just to tell her how much you appreciate her. For personal, if something that you're struggling with is setting more time aside for yourself, the goal can be for once a week you journal, something that you can truly commit to. Don't set a goal that you feel is unachievable in your eyes. If you really couldn't journal once a week, then don't make that your goal. Make it something that you can actually make happen. For religion, maybe attending church more often, praying more often, set the specific goal there. Professional, maybe the goal could be to start researching into different companies, creating a stronger LinkedIn account, whatever that may be for your professional goals. Make something specific there. Finances, maybe you have a certain number that you want to save up by the end of the year, maybe lowering your spending to a certain number per week. Really try and make that one specific as well. And then finally, for fun, set some specific fun goals that you have. Maybe that's traveling, something that you want to cross off the bucket list. Maybe it's simply making a bucket list for yourself, and the goal is to cross something off each week. Now that you have set all those goals for yourself, I want you guys to just write them down somewhere in really big letters. I know that you have them all down with all these categories and everything, but I'm sure there's some categories that you guys didn't need to set goals for, because I'm sure you guys are doing great in some areas. Those specific goals, I want you to take them and put them somewhere that you can see on a daily basis. Maybe you just have a little sticky note in your room that just kind of reminds you that you want to focus on those goals each day, or maybe setting a reminder on your phone. That is always super helpful. Maybe in the beginning of each morning, or even at the end of the night, just a timed reminder to take a look at those goals and make sure that you've achieved them for the day or for the week. I just hope that this was super helpful in helping you guys really set specific goals for yourself. This is, again, something I did with this podcast, was setting the goal to really start looking into a podcast, doing it more on like a daily basis, of taking some time out of my day to really research what it would take to make this happen. Setting those specific goals and writing them down and really going after them is what made this possible. So I'm excited to see everyone here create their dream life simply by setting goals for themselves and sticking to them. I'm definitely going to share the goals that I wrote down with my Instagram and my followers. I hope that some of you guys share yours with me as well if you feel comfortable. I hope that you guys were able to take the time to just sit with yourselves and complete this exercise. Please let me know what else you guys want to hear me talk about on my own. And I'm also excited to have some more guests on here. Thank you guys again for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time. Today, I am joined by my twin sister, Brooke.
Hi guys, my name is Brooke. I am a licensed cosmetologist. I graduated Harris Howe in September. I'm now working with my mom at the Beauty Cafe in Melrose. I'm just excited to be here.
I definitely wanted to bring Brooke on as my first guest. A lot of you guys were surprised to hear in my last podcast that I had a twin. She's such a big part of my life, and I really wanted to talk with her about her hair school journey. I think it's something so cool that not a lot of kids our age are doing. That's why I'm bringing Brooke on today. Are you excited to chat?
So excited.
I'm excited to have you on here. So I prepared some questions for Brooke to kind of talk about how she was able to find her passion. I know that's something that can be really hard for kids our age now, going to college and just trying to figure out what you want to do in your future. I think that, heading down this career path is something that can be scary and different. And I think this would be helpful for everyone to hear kind of Brooke's side of things.
Yeah.
Let's get into some fun
Let's
questions.
get started.
The first question I have for you, what led you to pursue hair school?
So my mom, she owns a beauty salon in Melrose. I was the tomboy growing up, so I thought Reese would be the beauty queen. It's not like that at all. I just have been surrounded by beauty my whole entire life. My senior year, I just was like, hey, I'm going to give this a shot, and I now love it so much.
That's awesome. So aside from mom, it's kind of funny. Aside from mom, who else inspired you to start hair school? Was there anyone else?
Definitely my boss, Justine. She is amazing at hair, and she does my hair. She was also an inspiration.
And it's funny that you say you used to be such a tomboy, because it really was like that. I was such a girly girl, always putting on makeup, dresses, all this stuff. Brooke always had her baseball cap on. Now it's not I'm not still a girly girl, but I'm just more of the very low maintenance girl. Brooke has all this crazy stuff going with hair, makeup. She's awesome at it. I need help at all times. I always FaceTime her from school, and I'm like, am I doing this right? It's just funny to see how things have changed, as we've gotten older. Kind of going along with that first question, how did you find the courage to go after your passion? After you had the inspiration to do it, what really pushed you to take that first step?
Honestly, it was very hard because most students graduating high school apply to colleges. That's what you need to be doing. That was
it's the norm.
Yeah, it's the norm. I just talked to my guidance counselor, and I was like, I don't know if I want to do college. I'm really looking into hair school. She told me to apply to some colleges to get in. I knew deep down that I just didn't want to do that at all.
I know that, at least for me, I've always tried to stick with the standard of just go to school, get good grades, all that type of stuff. It's great that you were able to just know right away what you wanted to do and that school wasn't going to be for you.
Yeah.
Do you think that, looking back, would you want to ever try out college, or are you kind of
Definitely not.
I
cannot have a roommate.
That's the only thing. For me, I just think going to class, I can't see you doing it.
I'm not a schoolgirl.
It's definitely something that's not for everyone. So it's really important to listen to your heart when it comes to moving on past high school. That's really when it gets important of figuring out what exactly you want to do and what's going to work for you. Did you have any fears heading into this career path? I know it was going from high school, a private Catholic school, to now you're cutting people's hair. I'm sure there were a lot of fears that came up.
My first fear was not going to school with you.
Yeah.
We went to school since preschool together. This is my first time away from you. I honestly didn't even know anyone either. I had no friends there, and not even walking in with you. So I was just freaking out. It was so bad.
That just takes me back to every first day of school we've ever had, starting from preschool and ending at senior year. Brooke has always been so afraid to go in on the first day of school, whether it be, the fear of who your teacher was going to be, or,
Yeah, I would literally be holding on to my mom's leg.
Every single year. I think it's really courageous of you that you were able to finally have a first day of school on your own and not knowing anyone at all.
Yeah, it was definitely something different. I'm glad that I did it, and I met literally the best people ever there. Love the teachers, love the kids, love them all.
Yeah, I know. There were a lot of fears as well around just making new friends.
Yeah.
And so how did you overcome that?
Because you would have to make my friends.
I made Brooke's friends always. But she made some good friends on her own.
I don't even remember. Thinking back, I don't even remember how I made friends.
It is really important to stay open-minded, because I just remember Brooke used to always, in the beginning of hair school, just kind of be like, oh, they're not really my type of people. I'm just going to get through it, and I don't need to meet anyone. You ended up graduating with, some of your best friends.
Yeah.
So I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
The fear that would come to my mind would be just cutting someone's hair, the fear of messing up.
Yeah, I accidentally gave someone a mullet. when they just wanted some layers. So that was a tough day for me.
It was definitely a learning experience.
Yeah.
What have been some of your best memories and your success stories? Because how long were you there for?
So the course is 10 months, and I was there for about 12, so a year. My best memory, I could say, was literally passing state board. That was just like a relief. It took me a few tries, but we got it. Now I'm just working at my mom's salon now, and it's great.
Any memorable clients that you had while you were there?
I had a few regulars that I would just absolutely love to see all the time. Like, they would request me, and we would just have conversations and laugh, and it was just like friends.
You gotta love the regulars, right?
Yeah. They were my regulars.
Not only passing state board, but I'm sure graduation was a really good memory for you.
Yeah.
You know, having all your family there. Something they would do is shave the head of their mannequin that they had worked on all year round. I'm sure that was fun. You know, everyone got to sign the head.
I gave my speech and bawled my eyes out. It was so embarrassing. I can't.
It's just crazy the change from when you were first heading in there, just being really nervous and pessimistic about all of it, to graduating and being so like emotional and made all these friends, and
it's just
had
crazy
so much
that
success.
like it took a year just to like become so close with these people too.
Exactly. Really, the message of this whole episode is like it's so important to just go after your passions, even if it seems scary. Something that I've always been super passionate about is starting a podcast and social media and all of that. And it has been really scary, but I'm so happy I finally just went after it, because I think it's starting to turn out awesome, and it's a lot of fun.
Thing.
So it's really important, even though it can be scary at times. What have you personally learned about going after your passion?
Just to follow your heart. Don't be afraid. Go for what you want to go for, because if I went to college, I would have regretted it.
Right.
100%.
Yeah, I think that's important. It just saved you time.
Yeah. Saved me a lot of time.
Honestly.
And like, I just love what I do.
Do what you love, and you're going to love what you do, is what really the message is. The most important question I have here for you is, where are you at now?
I am licensed. I also assist 2 hairstylists at the salon. I work at my mom's salon, the Beauty Cafe. I do clients, and I also assist, so that's where I'm at.
Where are you looking to head? You know, are you hoping to stay at the Beauty Cafe? Are you hoping to build more clients? Like, how are you going about that?
Both. I love the Beauty Cafe. I love everyone that works there. They're literally my family. I hope to just gain my clientele.
Obviously, you have your little Instagram, Beauty by Brooke.
Follow me.
If you guys don't follow her, you better. How are you utilizing that, you know, to gain more clients and followers and just kind of build your own personal brand?
Just by posting a lot, making videos, reels, posts.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do like a giveaway.
Right,
I talked about that with you, which will be cool because I've never done something like that. That'll be interesting to see.
Anything upcoming this summer that you're getting excited for? I know you just had a big prom season, semis, all that stuff.
Yeah, prom season is like in prime time right now, so busy with that. Basically just like normal stuff this summer. I don't really have anything big planned with hair.
Mm-hmm. Any last thoughts? Anything else that you want to share with everyone about your passion?
Put me on the spot there. Just follow your heart. I'm so happy that I did this because it's just my passion now. This is what I'm doing for the rest of my life, and I'm not mad about it.
I'm so happy that we were able to chat. And
thank you for having me.
I want everyone who is in the area to check out Brooke and get their hair done by Brooke. She's awesome. She actually just gave me a blowout this morning. Really, overall, I just want everyone to start going after their passions. I think it's so important to put aside the fears and the what ifs and just kind of go for it, because worst case, you realize that it wasn't for you, and now you kind of just eliminate that versus always having it on your mind, you know, I wish I did that. It's really important to just go after your passion and follow your heart. And I'm happy that Brooke has been able to teach me that, and hopefully all of you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in again. I'm so excited to be building this podcast some more. Let me know what else you guys want to see on here. I always love to hear your suggestions. Thank you so much, Brooke, for being on here today.
Thank you for having me.
Bye, guys.
Bye.